Hello.
Hello, 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 hello.
Hello.
I am here. I am here.
Yes, I am as well.
I didn't open the project yet.
It did not even open. Didn't even
Oh
open the
my
project
gosh.
yet.
So busy with my pure ref and with my little arrows and OBS and it's coming. It's coming.
Somewhere. It's somewhere. Not here right now, but it's getting there.
Look at that.
Well, you can see on my screen that mine looks a little bit different than the last time we left it. Kind of looked like this before. And over the weekend, me and Mike had a little bit of extra time, so we just used it and just started noodling around. And I made it a little bit closer to the to that one, which is a very quick sketch that I made, and I like the grandioseness. That's a word, right? Of it.
That grandioseness. Yes.
Yes. So I kind of merged that with that one, added some hair, which it definitely needed. Anyway, so hey, hello.
Hello.
I'm curious to see how far we got
Interest.
as well. Yes.
Yes.
We already jumped ahead in time already. And besides that, I also did a lot of extra color swaps tests to see what kind of color scheme I want to go with. Some of them are quite wild, other ones are quite simple. And like for instance, it kind of looks nice at first sight, but you don't really see the gradients that much in Pokemon. There are some of them, but not all too many. So want to try to avoid it as much as possible. We got this guy as well, nice and dark. We got some other gradients as well, very ghostly. This one, and some
ghostly gradients.
Yeah, some color swapped ones and some very bright ones. It looked very it looked a lot cooler in the concept art, but that's because it's just a completely different kind of art. And somewhere over here, it's like this blue flame kind of thing. But yeah, I'm still not really sure what the color scheme is going to become. So I'm just gonna keep it like this for now.
It's looking cool with all the colors. Looking cool.
Yeah, I need to work on his head because it's not completely right. It's too elliptical. Oh. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do today. Work on the head. Make sure that's more Arcanine.
Nice.
What did you do?
As you were saying, like I also did some secret stuff in the weekend. So it went from how you saw it last time, or well, kind of how you said it last time. I had a different body, and I liked my previous upper body more, so I cut that off and put it on the new body. And then I tried to make his head more Machampy, and it turned into this Machampy
like
gargoyle look.
I like it a lot more.
Yeah, it looks. I think I'm pretty happy with it. So with the direction that this is going, at least, because look at this and stuff. So nothing going on.
Beak
right
with
now.
a big jawline.
It's just some squares. But yeah, and then I tried to get a semi-decent placing of his extra arms. I placed them in the area where the traps would connect to the collarbone.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's kind of works.
Yeah, I think so. Well, it's better than the original one, where it's just somewhere on his scapulas.
Yeah, the scapulas, I think it's too far back.
Yeah, it's a weird placement in the original.
And Machamp, it looks quite almost against the back of his head as well. Let me just turn it off for a second.
You're going to play Diablo 4, which released a new season. Oh, that's nice. But you're motivating me, and I'm opening up Blender and Scope with you. Oh, cool. Well, thank you.
Haha! Look at that. Free motivation.
Yeah. When your character is looking great. I love it. Yeah.
I think one of the next things that he needs is fingers.
He needs a lot of them, yeah.
And something more in his feet. And I need to figure out what his base is going to be.
It's
and
going
then,
to
and then I can
be...
redo his wings.
It's like the head of an onyx.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks like some rocks in it. Oh no, wait, there's a face in it.
Wait, that's an. Oh,
Is that a horn sticking out of it?
Oh, Nix. No, not the stone, the Pokemon. Oh, it's with an eye. Okay, that's why.
Next is with a Y,
Okay.
yeah.
The stone is with a Y, yeah.
Let's see. I'm going to work on the front. I've
Okay.
been working a lot on the side the last couple of weeks, so let's do the front a bit.
Oh yeah, I saw a little Broly guy over here,
Oh yeah.
which reminded me that I also added a little sort of loincloth idea to him. It's not going to be like a separate clothes as it is here.
Mm-hmm.
I want to like integrate it a little bit like this guy did with his Machamp, like integrate it into like fur and flesh that just
Exists.
transitions in color a little.
Some hairy hips.
Instead of having an actual belt like the real Machamp, which is very strange to me that a Pokemon evolves with a belt, but sure.
A couple of ones who have clothing.
Silly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's all another thing that I did, and it's also kind of based on like the tail or that some bats have, like a little tail flap, shape wise. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it.
That is nasty boy. I do like to be able to show my references. I just need to not change it in size, so that will be fine.
Yeah. Oh, that's something I at this moment realize that maybe that isn't the best idea. I mean, I don't think people will be that petty, but we will be showing, if it's just a reference images, then we will be showing images without consent. Or proper references. So
that is true, but it's all reference.
that is true. Yes.
They all came from Google and or Pinterest.
There are no fan arts in there.
There are though. This is a fan art, no doubt.
It's not that, like we're making any money with this though as well, so
yeah. It is part of our remixing.
yes.
Am I going to add a dead head on the hand? That would be cool too. I don't think so. I think he will just be leaning on it on his hand. But let's see if we can turn this into like an onyx head. Let's see how crazy that idea is. Let me just make a duplicate.
I've got no idea how crazy it is. It just escaped my mouth.
I like it. Bloop.
Hmm.
I mean, Onyx's head is pretty straightforward, shape-wise.
Yeah. Vaguely resembles a snake.
A hard-edged snake.
Not liking this. Maybe because this should be flatter. Why are dog heads, stylized dog heads? They're so difficult. Especially if you want to have some sort of a likeness to it as well.
Oh, that's so weird.
Yeah. Oh well, it's more learning for me.
I will change my material, or at least this material. I can fill this as a material as well.
Yes, you can.
Let me just change it to this. Make it more gray. And fill. And change back to the other material. Voila! Look at that.
Oh, wonderful. What is your favorite game character, Mike?
What is my favorite game character?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a blank slate, so I don't know. Not really. I like the necromancer from Diablo, but maybe it's just spooking in my head because you just mentioned Diablo. Necromancer from Diablo 2 specifically. I don't know what he looks like in the new ones. But he doesn't really
It's just a
say
playable character.
much.
It doesn't
It's
really
just
have
like,
a.
yeah, exactly.
It doesn't really have a character.
Yeah, not much character in that character.
But it's a cool one though. It's nice and edgy.
That is true. What about you, Bram?
It's also a difficult one.
It is, right?
Yeah, but because there are many of them, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And at the moment, I cannot think of any for some reason.
So always when you're put on the spot, like,
uh,
what's your favorite this and that? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. But it's there are quite a few of them. I mean, Link from Legend of Zelda is pretty cool, right?
He also is very talkative.
He is very talkative, yes. But I do like that there is now an actual Legend of Zelda coming up.
Yeah, an actual Legend of Zelda with Zelda.
Yeah.
Well, that's
It's some very unique gameplay as well. And
I
it has that
didn't
really
see
fun
much about it.
3D style that they did with the Link's Awakening remake.
Oh yes, I did. That I saw. It's very cool.
It looks very cute.
How is she gonna save herself? Ha ha.
She doesn't need to. This time Link needs a saving, Mike.
What? But he's the hero of time.
Yeah, you know, sometimes they slip up as well. Oh, look at that Onyx.
He changes material when I have eaten Dynamesh.
Really? Ah,
It loses its material apparently,
I didn't know.
just like the
I
cola.
never noticed. Never noticed. I don't really change the material all too
Let's
often
see.
either, to be honest. Only at the end.
Yeah. Oh, I could break his little horn off as well. Maybe mean, but let's see. What other characters? I like Riku. Also edgy.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Riku's
From
pretty.
Kingdom Hearts.
Yes, I've seen him a couple of times now. I've been finished Kingdom Hearts 2 as well recently. And someone has challenged me to not necessarily 100% it, 100% the game, because there's a lot of faff around it as well. But try to defeat the final enemies. There's some special ones hidden.
Final Sephiroth.
Yeah, I defeated Sephiroth, luckily.
Oh.
But the bad guys, right, from Organization 13, yeah, they have some backups.
Backup bad guys.
Yeah, and they're just stored somewhere in the computer, luckily. But you can fight them again, and they are stupidly difficult. So I'm not really sure if I'm going to.
You can do it, Bram.
It's very difficult and frustrating.
Another character I like is Gerald.
Gerald from Witcher.
Mr. Gerald is I mean technically I guess would be a book character than a game character, but still.
It's also pronounced Gerald, but yeah.
Gerald. Gerald of the Rivias.
Yes. Gerald is pretty cool. I wanted to say Commander Shepard as well, but no, not really. No, I think Gerald is a better one.
Commander Shepard, yes. I only played actually the first Mass Effect, which was really good.
It was really good, and the second one as well. And the third one as well, so all right.
The second one, there was more shooty, and I'm like, I cannot do that. I just want to talk to people.
Yeah, you just want to do the quests.
Yeah, I'm bad at shooty, and here I'm constantly shooting. So I stopped playing quite early on.
All right, that's a good reason.
I probably still have it in some sort of launcher somewhere, if they didn't take down the launcher.
That happens as well, right? Like, oh yeah, it's on the server somewhere. No worries. And oh wait, the servers are gone.
Oh,
as well as all your stuff on it. Yeah.
The server caught fire. Too bad.
I don't like those eyes. It's weird from the front.
Look at this. I just did it. You can hang on it.
Yeah, maybe just grab his horn or something like that, right?
That would be cool. But then that would change it a little much. So I probably gonna break it off. Or it would be like what he's standing on.
Sorry, what now?
To make him bigger.
I mean, Onig is pretty big.
Probably pretty big, you're right.
Oh, that's pretty cool as well.
Really perched up there. It does make him way longer than he needs to be.
You want to make such a big base again.
Not really. I have an idea, but that's also it's probably also too much work, but it would be funny.
Oh, tell us. What are you gonna do?
I'm googling an image.
Okay.
Oh, that would work actually. Okay, copy. So you have these statues, right? Have that there where he's standing on, or and then I saw the pedestal that they're on. I was like, that I could make a pedestal like that.
Yeah. I think that pedestal's a great idea.
Yeah.
Does this count dead head? Don't really know what you mean over there with that.
For the previous question, it's like it would have counted a dead Onyx head, I think. But I don't think I'm gonna go with the Onyx head.
No, I think the idea is pretty cool, but
it's just another awkward shape.
yeah. Yeah, it could be cool, but let's just focus on the Pokemon a bit more, maybe. Instead of just having just a tiny.
Or if I just use the horn.
Yeah, I mean, we will know, right?
Yeah.
All four of us. Surfing, yeah, you can make him surfing as well.
Surfing on the dead head. It does have a nice edge for them to grab onto.
Yeah, it's a good place to brood.
Menacingly.
There's no other way to brood otherwise. Let's see.
Yeah. Keep the head, or do I just flash it? It's like my base is not stable enough. Let's put a little bit of head in there. Okay, now it's stable.
Yeah, basically. Just bury it with some stones and debris.
Yeah.
With debris.
Let's do it. I'm gonna cut the PC off. Let's see. The eyebrows for now. And I'm gonna angle it a little bit different. Just let's see. I heard from Mr. Plouf today.
Mm.
He was talking to me personally, of course.
As he does, yes.
As he does. That when he's posing, well, he keeps in mind his master pose, which he usually turns into as the front.
Mm-hmm.
And then if it works in the sides and the top, then if it works in all of those, then it basically works in every angle in between. So if he's like doing something that, like a snake or whatever, like a swirl, If it works from the main angle, from the side, and from the top, then it will work for everything.
That's always good to hear because that's something I do as well.
Yes.
I mean, if Marco Plouf does it the same way, then I must be
Yeah.
doing something right, right?
Exactly. If Mr. Plouf does it like that.
If Papa Plouf does it, then
Papa Plouf. God bless Papa Plouf. Just listening to some streams while doing retail pool work.
oh yeah, we had some very monotonous work this week, right?
But almost there. Just got the monotonous UVing left, and then monotonous baking.
Yay!
And then the monotonous work is done. Then it's texturing time. No. Then it's fur placement time, which is kind of monotonous.
Okay.
It'll be
Well,
fine.
it's something.
It'll be fine. The fur placing, I probably need to keep my mind on it a little bit more than with retopoing.
Oh yeah. You don't really want to look back in like 2 hours of work, of placing polygons by hand. Like, what am I doing?
Oh, why did I do it like this? Ugh. Brother, ew.
Who's the idiot who did all these things? Oh wait, that was me.
Oh my
It was
god,
me.
what
I'm
an
the idiot. Yeah, I'm the idiot today. Let's do it again. I had a not really a boring afternoon, but a difficult one that didn't really create much progress either.
More rendering?
No, not really. We need to have the lamps that we have. They need to have a 3D model as well, so the architecture firms can use them in their drawings, which is nice. But the file format that's usually used by them is a 3ds file, which is the old Max file. You know, that has been discontinued.
Is it the old? Okay.
Yeah, it has been discontinued since.
Oh yeah, now it's just .max, right? Yeah.
Somewhere in the 95
80s.
or something like that. No, OBS is from the 80s. That one still works, but the 3ds file has some limitations to it with the amount of polygons.
Oh.
Which isn't that really much of a problem for most lamps. The thing is that ours are made out of corrugated board, and the waviness of the cardboard, the inside of the cardboard, is part of the design. So you have to model that as well, which isn't that the problem really, but the limitation on the amount of polygons is. So we can either make it and then it doesn't look like the model that we actually have, like the products that we actually have, or it's just I can't export it. You know, that's what I did too.
Why don't they just use the new Max?
I've got no idea. It's an industry that's been set. You know, that's the file that we use, so we're gonna use that, only that. But you know, OBJ or FBX just work fine as well, and they don't have those limitations. And OBJ might be bigger than a 3ds file because it's just text file, right? But yeah, it works in every kind of software because it's from the 80s.
Yeah.
But Mr. Bosman heard that that firm uses 3ds files, so I have to make 3ds files from it. It's a bit it's just tricky.
Just use OBJ. OBJ. Everything uses OBJ.
Exactly.
Literally everything. Okay, maybe not literally. Almost
I
literally.
haven't encountered a piece of software, a 3D software, and that doesn't open an OBJ file.
Yeah.
I think even
Even Windows
Photoshop can
open.
open those.
Yeah. And Windows opens them.
Am I rendering products for catalogs? Yes, yes. Eventually, those will be for catalogs as well, but also prototype products that we have also, so that the client can see how everything looks. Like, hey, it's going to look something like this, and then we don't have to constantly make the lamp physically. It's just gonna take time, and it wastes a lot. So, and in that same amount of time, I can make 10 of them in 3D, and they look good enough for
Knowing if you want to buy them.
yeah. I did get well, I want to call it a compliment. The boss didn't really see it as a compliment. He didn't want to be mean either, though. But that the renders look too good. I made one. I made a lamp, and he was like, "This is the render of it, right?" Like, oh yeah, let's make that one. It looks amazing. Like, fuck yeah, let's do that. So I made it in actual materials. You can, and then yeah, it didn't look the same as it did in in the 3D file. So he was very disappointed.
But like it looked like a real lamp, which is the point, right? Or what do you mean?
Yeah, the render looks better than the actual lamp.
No, the actual product.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, oh, right,
Yeah.
and it did my work well, right? Like, no,
Yeah, exactly.
that's not how it works. For me, it kind of does.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was basically just figuring out how to make it work, and yeah, I've really found a good way.
Yeah. Can imagine. Weird restriction.
Yeah, I find so as well, and some other companies that I've seen also just share FBX and OBJ files. I think I saw an STL one as well, so
Yeah.
you can print them out if you want to. But yeah, just gonna give him a call about that next week. So
how much would it kill your printer if you were to print it?
a
A
cardboard.
lamp like that. Cardboard texture print.
Oof. I think I have to thicken them a little bit because it's
If you could print it one-on-one size.
one-on-one size, then I need to have a very big printer because they're quite big.
And just like a part, like a wall that has all the
Oh,
layers
okay,
and
like
stuff.
that.
Like yeah, would it work?
It
Because it has a lot of holes.
it could, yeah, I think it could, but I do have to thicken all the walls a little bit because they are like 0.4 millimeter thick. It's a bit of a, it's like one wall and a little bit of filament, really, of a layer. So it might be slightly better if it was too thick.
And if it wasn't resin?
Random.
Resin.
Resin. Yeah, then as well, it becomes very thin and flimsy, and there's at some parts there's quite a lot of pressure on it. It could be. Can be done, I think. Maybe a little bit easier with resin, but I don't trust it.
And is there a cardboard printer? Prints out cardboard.
Oh man, that would be cool.
Just make the other side of the company obsolete as well. Just
yeah, just the entire laser cutting business, you know.
Yeah. I'm taking over the company, baby.
I mean, all the lamps, they're just sheets of cardboard that are stuck together, right? And they're currently being assembled and glued by just human hands, right? Which is fine. But yeah, that's something that can be partially automated. For instance, with a 3D printer, just one that glues. But yeah, to figure that out, to get it working, I kind of need time and money, which I don't have. So I'm not gonna.
That's not your money.
Yeah.
Just need the time.
Yes. I also don't have that. At least not at work. There are a lot of things that still need to be done. And in a very short amount of time.
Ah, classic.
They have been working on a new type of 3D printer as well. It's the idea was also from the original inventor of the 3D printer, which is pretty cool. Yeah, he made he sold it, I believe, to a company who immediately, at least the original 3D printer, right? That concept, the ones that we all have today, that was bought by a company. I don't know if he worked for them or not. You know, it's somewhere in the 80s. And because of that, there were, no one was allowed to make it because of copyright, right?
Patent.
Patent, yeah, that's the one. And since like 10 years that the patent expired, so we were able to make our own printers, which is cool. That's why suddenly 3D printers are everywhere, even though it's quite an old invention. But that same guy made had some new ideas. Although he didn't know how to do it. He had the theory worked, should be working, but he didn't have the resources or the knowledge to make it actually work. And he made that one open source. And now they are making progress with that, which is basically the resin prints that we have. And but then there are sort of lasers, I think. They heat it up in the middle, or whatever they do. They harden the resin, and then you can have a model in a couple of minutes.
Oh.
Yeah, this just does the entire thing almost at once, so it's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
If that works, that's pretty cool.
It does. There are already prototypes of it. Like in maybe what 2 years or something like that. People have been making prototypes of it, which is really cool.
Horrible hand style. I'll have to redo that at some point.
Like these.
Let's see.
I mean, that's already a lot better. Just grab this guy. Only want his head. That's what I had.
But you had.
Yeah.
Wait.
This is what I currently have. I mean, it's still not perfect, but it's getting there. It's a lot closer.
Very nice. Very cool.
Yes.
It's becoming more Arcanine.
That's the intent. Yeah.
What? Are you making Arcanine?
Well, sort of.
I only started recognizing him now. So
Constantly wandering for almost a month now. Like, why is that little guy in the corner? Why is that the tiger dog in the corner over there? What's he doing?
Who is that? Oh, autosave. Drink.
It's very important. It's another hot day today.
Over here it is super rainy.
Oh yeah, we probably have that tomorrow or the day after. All right. Oh, I had some other ideas as well, but I don't know if I should. I don't know. Yeah, I could play around with it a bit, right? What if? That's there. Let's duplicate that. The Asian dragons, right? They also have those manes like Arcanine does, but they don't really have a lot on the face. They have some kind of mustache, but it's quite short. So what if I try to remove all of this? And over that as well. And I do need that one. Just move that inward. Kind of keep it like that. No. No. Read in Witch Hound. Someday, sometime, you sculpt on Blender. I curse you both.
No!
Oh no. I mean, maybe one day.
Is coming.
It is. It's somewhere.
Not too far in the future, probably.
It all depends what Maxon keeps doing with ZBrush. I mean, I can't really update that well, so I'm kind of stuck on 2022. I think it could go to 2023, but 2024 is for me out of the question as far as if I understand it enough. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, if eventually Blender becomes better than ZBrush 2022, all right. But this is a perpetual license. I can use it how long as I like. For now. So
it's still a license. They can always revoke it.
Yeah.
You don't own anything, Bram.
And you shall be happy.
Yes. You freaking shall. Why am I doing this? Why?
I also had a perpetual license for Photoshop. Not anymore. Not anymore, though.
Oh.
Yeah, they kept messing with it. Like, and I had to reinstall it, and it did well for a couple of weeks, and then it stopped working again. And luckily, when I had just about enough of it, especially I think it was at the same time that they changed their user agreement. For everything is Adobe's. At least everything in the cloud is Adobe's. And that Affinity had their sale of 50% off. By sheer coincidence.
Like, yep, that's mine now.
Yeah, and I like that. I like it. I'm not really a fan of switching software. I'm quite rigid when it comes to changing software. But it has been relatively smooth to whatchamacallit. To change, yeah, to change from Photoshop to Affinity. It's very similar to each other.
Nice.
Yeah. There's some differences, yes, but ones that I can live with.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
They do exist.
So they're practically insignificant.
For me, yeah. There are a couple of things that Affinity doesn't have that are very nice to have in Photoshop, especially the selection.
AI. Oh wait.
Well, yeah, kind of the selection tools.
Oh.
Yeah, they're powered by that as well. Like select subjects, and it just immediately have the face. Right now, I have to select it like a caveman, just mask everything out. There's a refining option there as well. It's similar to what Photoshop also has, but no one uses anymore because the selection tools just work that great. But yeah, that would be nice to have, and I would like to rotate the canvas.
You can't rotate the canvas.
No.
Oh my god! I just heard Mr. Duff talk about this problem that Mr. Duff, Lucid Pixel.
Yeah.
That Photoshop is just basically ignoring their Illustrator artist user base.
Yeah.
And yeah, he went kind of on a rant on that, and that like a couple of years ago, that when they introduced the rotate canvas thing, finally, that they were like, wow, look at what we did, and everybody was like, yeah, okay, finally, yeah, what, you want applause? Like,
Yeah, I think I saw the same one. It's yeah, but to be fair though, I hear knocking.
Oh, I did hit my table a little.
No, I thought it was from behind me. Maybe
might have been me.
Maybe the kids be next to us, next to me, has been playing. But
you children.
Just no, you never really hear them, so that's cool.
Okay.
Except they have the tiny dog sometimes. That one never stops barking. But back to Photoshop. To be fair, it's not really a painting problem. A program. It's you edit photos with it. That's the main goal of Photoshop. They added a lot of things onto it, but yeah.
Yeah, but there are or were a lot of people that were using it for the illustrations, and a lot of professional companies as well.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not saying that it's unjustified, that anger towards them, but yeah, technically it's not really the software. But
yeah, that's okay. They will act on that, I guess, and then everybody will switch.
Yeah,
Let's use it for that. or would have used it for that.
Yeah, like either CorelDRAW or Affinity, Clip Studio Paint.
Studio
There's
Paint,
so many of them. Krita's pretty cool as well. I used it for a little bit. It's for sure that it's open source. It's free. It's really nice. You kind of also notice it when you're using it. It's a little bit janky compared to Photoshop, which I've been using for, I don't know, 20 years. Not 20 years as a professional though, but still, it's for a while I've been using Photoshop, and but it works great if you want to draw. Yeah, just Krita. It's available on Android devices as well, on tablets. I think on iPhone as well. I don't know, iPad. Not really sure.
Probably.
You used Krita before becoming a 3D artist. Well, okay, wonderful. Yeah. It's a great piece of software.
GIMP. That was another one. Oh yeah.
GIMP. Oh yeah.
I remember that.
Not with a lot of fun though. It works.
No, yeah.
It works.
I didn't get it.
But I also had Photoshop, so I didn't really had a reason to change to it, and that wasn't really Photoshop was also not really a problem at that point. In Affinity, a lot of the effects, not all of them, but quite a lot of them, they're basically a layer style, so you can turn it on and off again. So
non-destructive.
Yeah, it's a lot more non-destructive. For instance, blurring an image, right? That's just a layer style you can turn on and off.
Nice.
Instead of just having your picture blurred in the background. Oh no, wait, I forgot a thing and I have to do it again.
Yeah, or you have to like turn it into a smart object first, and then you can use it and turn it off, on and off. But then if you want to change the thing, then you have to go into a different image thing.
Yeah, different
it's not
file,
in your composition
sort of.
anymore.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit.
It works, but it's a little bit janky in that case. And in Affinity, it's basically also a smart layer, smart subject. You know what you call it? One of those
object. Yes.
But it's all calculated in the background, so you don't have to do those steps, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good.
It is. Still have a love-hate relationship with Blender though. I mean, after several years now. It's cool, but it's so stupid.
I still don't get why people hate the ZBrush interface so much.
It's a bit of a weird one, though.
I mean,
you have to admit.
The only thing is, it looks weird when you first open it, but you can access everything everywhere all the time.
Yes, that's really nice.
There's nothing hidden that in places where you have to have a certain tab open to access a certain button or a certain functionality.
Yeah.
Everything is always available.
Like the attributes in Maya.
Almost everything is always available. It has the weird not 3D stuff. That makes the 3D stuff not available. That's the only bit, I guess.
Do I know Blender's all AI UI? A little bit, yeah. One of the studios, one of the programmers used Blender a lot. He also used to be an artist, and then he changed to switched to the dark side. But yeah, he was a big fan of Blender, and regularly showed me a couple of things that he made, and I looked at it. And I'm like, I mean, what he made was pretty cool, but just at Blender itself, and it was just certainly one of the things of all time. Yeah.
It was certainly a thing.
Yes.
So to say, okay.
Certainly a thing. And I think a lot of it has still been kept, you know, like legacy. It just has always been like this, so why should we change it? But I don't like the shortcuts that come with Blender by default.
The long cuts.
They don't make sense to me. They are long cuts, yeah. If I want to parent something, I have to Control P it.
But how adjustable are they?
They're pretty adjustable, yeah. But then some other things might not work anymore, so I'm always a little bit wary to change it. And
as long as you know how they are called, then it will be fine. But...
yeah, but I'm afraid as well. Well, like Control P, I can't do that with one hand. My hand is just too short to reach for Control and P. So I have to remove my hand and do that. And then you get a message, like a little pop-up, like, hey, what kind of parent do you want to do? It's nice that there are options, though. But I just want to do a normal parent. And I have to move my mouse because that my pen, that's what I always use. Move to that same spot, and then it's outside that window, and then I have to do that again. Because, you know, it's not really made for the workflow I'm used to. But they, like I said, they don't really make sense to me as well. For instance, in Maya, right? You have H. That's for hiding things. So you have Shift H, Control H, Alt H, and that's all switches between different kinds of hiding. Like only isolating this part, or removing, just isolate that part, or just remove that part, or just put everything back. You know, things like that. All with H and combination of it. If I want to move the pivot, which is, you know, also something that's very easily done in Maya, and not as much in Blender. But
definitely not in Max. Yeah, you have to go to another tab to do it.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And
but that's D, and then you can move around the pivot. But you can also snap it with V to the vertices, or C to curves and edges, and X to your grid. And it's very nice that they kind of are similar as well, for V for vertices and C for curves, you know. But yeah, they're all very close by, but that they kind of sound alike, you know. It's a nice happenstance, I think.
And
but
in Max, if you want to snap, you can turn on and off snap with S. But to change what it's snapping to, you have to go to the button and left-click it, and then a panel opens, and then you check or uncheck vertices or lines or curves.
Blender does the same thing. I don't like it. No.
I hate it.
Luckily, I'm not the only one. It transcends software.
Yeah.
But for Blender, right? You have a Control R, which is to add an edge loop, which is fine. Okay, Control R, I can remember that. But Shift R is repeat the last action. Has nothing to do with an edge loop or whatsoever. So for me, that's kind of difficult to get into my head. You know, it needs to be a similar kind of action. Blender shortcut is is such a big tree. Yes, it's a beast. If I want to extrude, it's Control E, which is fine. Do a Shift E. Decrease your edges. Has nothing to do with a face. it's.
But it has to do with an E, bro. Just like the repeat, Shift R repeat.
Oh, that now I get it. Yeah. For me, it's the last tool. Like, there's not even R in there. But it doesn't really necessarily matter. But
Yeah. It's all strange.
yeah. Like I said, I'm a little bit rigid when it comes to those things. I've had my workflow for 15 years, and I have to change it. No.
For me, it's just I set the things that I use on hotkeys that I like to use, and if I and it's usually also saved in a file. So if I need to figure out how something works and I don't know the name, then I can reset it to default, figure out what it is called, and then set my hotkeys back and put it somewhere else.
Ah. I can also make use of that toolbox that I bought. And never really used all that much, to be honest, which is a little bit of a shame. It's cool though. For a lot of software, for Zebras, for instance, I gotten used to the keyboard so much that I don't really need to think, and then all of a sudden,
the panel
it's
thing toolbox. Okay, yes.
yeah. Sorry,
gotcha.
it's a weird name for a box. It's this thing. But buttons and knobs and whistles, nuts. No, it doesn't have any whistles, but you know, and dials and wheels, and it's pretty nice. Would be nice if there was a whistle on there. Inconvenient and weird, but you know.
But cool.
Yeah.
Sometimes my students are asking me what is the shortcut. I'm saying I don't know, just clicking.
Yeah.
Yeah, my leader's the same. And it's just like, oh, how do you do that? And Max is like, oh yeah, you click here, click here, click here, and click here. Okay. And then Neve goes like, oh, but you can also use this shortcut. Like, okay.
Yeah, it's sometimes you also you remembered by muscle memory. That's kind of it, right? You just do the thing. Like, what did you do? Like, what did I do? What, you know? And just right? Oh, the thing. Oh yeah, that is
Which buttons am I pressing?
It's all that I'm pushing. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's becoming very furry. I don't really mind it, but there's something off with it. I'm not doing it well enough, I think.
Not furry enough.
No, I think you can be. You can have a nice big bush of hair, but something feels off what I'm doing. Don't know what. Also, these legs are a bit bowed. They go out and then they curve inwards. So let's straighten those out. Give them a bit of a wider stance. Do want to give them a little bit of a wider stance. Let me go to my reference images. Let's zoom over there. Had a couple of nice poses that I liked. The lying one, oh, apologies, that I made a couple of weeks ago, I really liked. Very, very calm, and could be intimidating as well. But
fucking move.
Yeah, but also when just standing kind of on a rock and just looking down on you, it's also pretty nice. You can have that idea, just looking down in that direction. And then you also see maybe a bit more of the mon itself. So
yeah,
I think I'm gonna do that and leave the laying one.
Are there any cheaty ways to do bandages on hand or arm and ZBrush?
Yes,
A few.
I've got. Let's work on that tail. Let's duplicate this. And
Which method are you gonna do?
well, there are a couple of ones, but I'm going to use the slice brush.
Yeah, the slicey one. Yeah, that's the most cheaty one that I was thinking of as well.
Oh no, not that one. I always have the wrong one. Use the slice one. There we go. That's what I kind of said as well, right? And we got that one. Oh, and this one over there. Let's make them somewhat over there. Somewhat parallel, but you know, not perfect. I don't want perfection in this case, so we kind of do that. And I duplicated it, right? Yes. And I want to remove everything except for those. Just go for that one. I want to have that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Autosave. Drink.
Drink.
Yep. And that one, and that one. Perfect. So now we got a lot of bandages, and everything is kind of attached, which I don't like. Let me just move everything down. And let me just turn on my tail again. I'm going to split all the groups. Oh, like you're doing as well. Split all those groups, and now they're all in a separate subtool. And now I'm just gonna merge everything down again, so it's again in a single one. And nothing really seems to have changed, right? Now that I've done that, but now I can move them individually. The vertices are sliced, so that's really nice. And then I'm going to use my Z modeler just to extrude it ever so slightly. Let's use all polygons. Whoop. Yeah, something like that. Give it a little bit of thickness. Gonna use my auto groups just to give them all a separate different poly group again. Let's use this color, by the way. There. And now I can, with move topological turned on, I can move them around ever so slightly. And maybe give them a subdivision. What if I just do dynamic subdiv? Yeah, that looks good enough. That's kind of how you can do it.
Yeah.
If you want to have it spiral around it, that may be a little bit more difficult. But that's something that you can also add on top of this. So you have a double layer of bandages, right? It might be a little bit more realistic as well. But this is a good base that I tend to do.
Yeah, if you want it to be covered in bandages. The way.
Yeah. One of the models that I showed on Tuesday had the entire spiral thing, and that I had to model by hand properly. Let me just open her up again. I showed her for the hair, and not necessarily for the belts that she has. Art sculpting Peel Academy. And this one, load, yes. There she is. We went to her hair, but she has a lot of kind of belts on her hair. On her arms and legs as well. And these have been... that's just one continuous line.
Oh, yeah.
Because I wanted to punish myself.
That was a lot of work, no?
I used Tauruses initially.
Uh-huh.
And
you then connected.
Yeah, I split them up. I opened them up, and then I put them together bit by bit. And then, yeah, as you can see, I retopologized them ever so slightly. But yeah, it's a lot more work. But doing it like this, and then maybe one layer on top of it, then yeah, that would already do a lot without having to do too much work. So
Yeah.
it's a nice shortcut.
The way that I did it here was just with the curve strap brush.
Oh yeah, of course.
And so that's a curve brush that will create this strap. And if you have something that you have to go around to around of, you start drawing and then you hold shift and then we'll like try to loop around.
Try is a good word for it.
To loop around the shape. And then you have a start of a strap, which you then have to adjust and all that to split.
Yes.
We split it off, split hidden, and you can adjust it and do whatever you
Yeah.
need to do.
I usually have trouble with the curve tools not snapping properly. So that's kind of
Yeah.
always kind of do that, and you know, polygroups. I like polygroups, so win-win for me. Alden Almost Balls asked, didn't you also use the banishing for your Indonesian dwarf? Yeah, a bit. Let's open up again. That's mostly for a detailed texture on it. Let's go over here. Nope, not over there. There and there and there and there. Nope. There. There. That one. Wait a bit. There he is. Oh, there's Hanuman. Let's just go over here. There. I also have these kind of bandages that are on his headband, really, like a bandana. And that is something you can do with the dynamic subdiv. Yeah, okay. I know how words work again. I had a brain fart. So if you go a couple of steps back, before we extrude it. Yes. And I'm just going to pick one bit. This bit. Just the one is enough for now. I'm going to remesh it because I want to have... I'm not going to remesh it. I'm going to let you see what happens if you don't. Let me just open up my screen real quick so you can see where I'm going.
The big screen.
The big screen. Wait a minute, something's up.
Oh no, the big screen. The big screen has a different source.
Yeah. See Zebras Bram? Wait a minute.
No, God.
Such a shame. Oh. Okay, let's go here. Let's just add it in. We're professionals around here. Oh no, wait, we're not. Aha.
Ah, we're not. Oh my God.
When do. Nope. Ah, there he is. Okay. Let's use this real quick. And then we go over there. There. For now, that's good enough. I will look at that in the during the weekend. So we got our ZBrush, and if you go to dynamic subdiv, use dynamic, turn it on, and then we can add the micropoly on, like that. And now we're going over here, and then we can select a pattern, really. I went for some of these. Let's just go for twirl. And I will use the polygroups so you can see all the individual ones. And as you can see, it sometimes it seems all right, and over here it's really stretched. And that's because these polygons are very long as well. So for this method, you want to keep them as uniform as possible. So I'm going to remesh them. So we go to remeasure, and over here, keep groups on, sure, nice and low, remesh. That seems still quite dense to me, even lower. Oh well, this is it. And dynamic subdiv, apply that again. Oh, nope, don't apply that. Micropoly turned on, and there you see now everything's nice and uniform, though a bit smaller, but it's there. And the nice thing about it is that you can still move it around, and all the nice things will move with it. They will stretch out, but it still functions as this mesh, which is really nice. If you want to make that a little bit more raggedy, like I had on my my dwarf, you have to apply this dynamic subdiv. Next to dynamic, there's the apply button, and now this is just a normal mesh. And if I use the move topological, we can move every bit individually. And I used the wrong template, the wrong pattern. There is a nice one that has some really nice long strands, just continues.
Oh.
Yeah.
So one to the next, to the next, to the next.
Not the Oxford one. The Royal. Just weave. No, it seems dense. Weave 2. And what if I also just align everything? That's also a really nice one. Let's see, we can change it on the top somewhere. These ones don't match, right? You see? Go to and there they go in that direction.
They are ignoring that line.
They are. Man, there's always with examples, right? It doesn't really work. But, you know, let's go back to our dwarf, because there it's kind of... Yeah, okay, there we are. Where are we? There we are. And then you can move them around, inflate them if you will, if you want to, and just kind of tweak them around and just nudge them and just make them nice and raggedy like I did over here. It used to be a very tight and nice mesh, but yeah, that's kind of how I did these. But if you want to do it for the project that you were working on Discord, this might be a little bit too much detail, I think.
Yeah.
It's a nice World of Warcraft inspired character. So it's yeah, it's nice, but you know, it has its place. But if you want to try that out, by all means, please do. But that's kind of how you can make a bandage.
Yeah.
I don't really know why it didn't really go as well as as I wanted to, but it's always when you want to explain something.
Yeah.
Let me just go to our... There we are. There's Mike. He's back.
Hello. I just did a big adjustment in
Oh, what do you do?
in this. You went from this to this.
Ah, yes.
A bit more.
His vulture neck is gone.
Yes. Vulture neck is gone and more down direction noise. Like, oh, it's not working. I have to remember the directions. I am only in doubt with how much down he is looking. Because if I'm looking from the front, I don't really see his face anymore.
Yeah, I think maybe you want to still looking down, but his eyes are kind of looking underneath his eyebrows. It's kind of peeking underneath it.
Need to give him eyeballs or pupils at least.
Yeah, something white. Yeah. Yeah, I was going to do his legs, right? Just going to straighten out his legs. Completely forgot about that. But also the one of your your reference pieces that you have, that cool statue of the Black Devil. That's
This one.
yeah. It's also kind of have that same look, kind of staring down.
Yeah,
but maybe
his
not
face
as
is kind of like down at an angle.
Yeah, yours was almost
Towards
straight
himself.
down instead of just looking at someone else's feet or something like that. Looking down to the masses.
It's also his face is a lot like longer, so there's more to see at that angle.
Yeah. Only just saw where the bandages were being placed on your model. It's quite a lot of bandages, but it's also quite a straight piece from the hands to the elbow. Do you also have to go around the fingers as well, or just to the wrist and elbow?
Bandages everywhere.
Yeah. Yes, that's also something I wanted to do, right? I wanted to see what happens if I give him a bit of a mustache, maybe a little goatee even. What if I kind of do this, that direction? See what happens. They don't wrap around the fingers. Ah, good. You send an image, a screenshot on Discord. So let me just quickly check on my phone. Otherwise, Mike will disappear again.
Me?
Yeah, we tried to fix it, but
Not yet.
yeah.
Oh, that is quite intensely around the hand. Cool looking though. Pointy fingernails, gee.
Oh yeah. Very difficult to pick your nose with those.
Or easy, but painful.
Yeah, it's difficult not to make a mistake with those. Yeah, they still go a little bit over the fingers, but you know they don't wrap. Oh, sorry, they don't wrap around it too much, right? I bumped the mic. I'm sorry.
You bumped me.
Okay, so we kind of get that, and I kind of want to give him the little bit of a more of a mustache over here. Some dogs have that, right? They look always very old. At least in my my opinion, they have this white mustache that's covering their entire mouth. So,
Yeah.
they think, oh, it's just a puppy. And like, are you sure? Are you sure it isn't 50 years old? It's the new bad guy in World of Warcraft. Ah, I didn't know that. She looks cool.
It looks like she means business.
Yes, for sure. Which is basically what every character does in World of Warcraft, except for the main character, because it's always such a mishmash of gear that you found along the way that doesn't really fit each other's aesthetic. You just one is bright red, the other one has just gold trim around it, and then you found another one that's just very old from way back when, and then the texture is a little bit off. At least that was still the case when I was playing, you know, all the way in Wrath of the Lich King. 15 years ago.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay. What is my next important thingy? Oh, what the frick happened here?
I don't know. What did you do?
Oh, nothing. It's
Oh.
just that I didn't move the hand with it yet.
Ah.
I thought I fricked up when I was doing the T-pose match before, but it was already like this. It was already strange.
You just
new.
made it weird to begin with.
Nothing new. Whew.
Good. This guy. Okay, that's quite dense for such a small thing, so just remesh it. Which game art style do I like? I like the World of Warcraft one. It's really nice. But I like to I tend to lean towards the more stylistic ones, though it was very fun when I was making props to they needed to look realistic-ish, right? For Divinity Original Sin 2, so everything was like in fifth person you were playing, so all the props would be very small. But it was very fun to make them as realistic as possible. That still fit the art style, of course. It's just fun to dissect the materials, which layers are laying on top of the other ones, and which is on the top, the bottom of that. Does it have speckles? Yeah, does it have some cloudiness to it? Things like that. It's very fun to dissect those. So it's a bit of a mix. Overwatch is also very fun. Yeah, it's a fun one. I like how it looks.
Yeah, I was actually looking at that today. I was like, what games would I love to work on? And I was like, Path of Exile.
Oh yeah, for
Elden
sure.
Ring. This kind of like, well, I guess those kinds of like all kinds of like dark fantasy stuff. And I was like, yeah, okay, I need to gear more towards that. It's cool, and Warhammer kind of fits in there. It's
yeah, that grim dark, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Witcher.
Yeah. And that's kind of what I liked about the Witcher as well. Again, is that layering of the textures, right? If everything is very clean, like for instance, like it is in Overwatch, which I really like because of the shapes. There are really good shapes in there.
Mm-hmm.
But if it has something more grim and dark, like The Witcher, the main part of The Witcher, right? Then you can play and a lot more with it, and add some small details to it that you can also still do with Overwatch, but I don't know. I feel like in something like The Witcher, you can kind of go the extra mile, right?
Yeah. But I mean, apparently the Lego movie, they also had like a ton of layering.
That's
Even though
true.
it's just
Legos.
Legos.
Yes. Yeah. It's because it
And
was
like a bunch
partially
of sketches and dirt and dust and
yes.
a lot of other things. It's like
I'm all for that. Yes.
that's awesome. Also, I also really like this art style of Diablo. I just haven't played Diablo 4.
No, me neither.
I do wanna just get it and just look around at everything because it looks amazing.
I was a while ago. I started on this silent. How do you call it? Not playing the games of a certain of Blizzard.
Mm-hmm. Like a protest.
Yeah, it has a better name though. I kind of forgot about
Boycott.
Boycott. There you go. Yes. Just for the way they were treating basically everyone there, the entire production team. Like no, I was part of a production team, not theirs, but and I didn't like that. So there are not many other games to play. You're just not gonna play theirs anymore. And the news has gone silent, which is quite nice. I mean, it took like multiple years for them to finally kind of shut up. But I said kind of.
Oh, How many weeks without Blizzard controversy are we? One? No, but it's not Blizzard, it's Activision Blizzard.
yes. It's
all
such
kinds
a
of
big
different
difference. Is the guy gone now? I don't know. I'm doing it wrong. It's saving and I don't have any drink anymore. Jesus, I'm just gonna grab some. Be right back.
Why? Oh yeah, I was gonna put the heads in place. That's what I was gonna do all this time ago. Let me T-pose smash it again.
Did it too much? Let's just remove all of those. Yes. Delete.
Hey, you're back.
Hello. Yes.
Hello. Hi, Bram.
It's
Look
me.
what I did in the meantime.
You've been in black.
Yes.
And you're moving around his fingers. Mike, what are you doing? Are you sure?
Now, well, the thing that I'm looking at is that if he's over here, this whole side is just covered by wing.
Yeah.
Which I don't know what I think about that yet. And this side is luckily not. I do still need to angle this one more because it's sticking through his arm right now.
Oh yeah. That's not why you want to have your arm sticking through itself.
Probably not good. So I was just thinking, like, oh, what if it is more like this? Does it? Let me just go back to my composition drawing that I had long time ago. Does that really matter to me? Over here, his face was still open on the other side because he still had a long neck.
Oh, right, of course. Yeah.
You can probably also make this arm a little bit more upwards rotated. I mean,
yeah,
it's not a very nice position for an arm, but
no, but if you
it could
flex, right? I mean, I'm flexing right now, just so you guys know. But you're at least mine. Okay, that's a flex.
That's how far back I can get. Like,
yeah, they're kind of pointing forwards. Your elbows, they're kind of pointing in that direction. At least mine. I can go all the way to the back over here, but it's not a natural flexing pose. So that's. I don't know how that would be for my second set of arms though. But
yeah, exactly. It's like.
I must say though, I quite like my mustache. Gonna keep it.
Can you get closer to the camera? I don't see it. Joke. I mean, your face is mustache. I'm not your dog's mustache.
Oh. This isn't a mustache. That's laziness.
I like your doggy mustache as well.
Oh, thank you.
It's starting to look like the Asian dragon.
Yeah, and it's
style.
still
it still fits.
It's still Arcanine, but it's just a little bit extra, little bit different. So I'm just gonna keep that until I get bored of it. Hopefully I won't be, because I have to find something else then. But make him a bit more, bit older. Yes.
The
Does it stream
Well,
with any sound? Yeah.
I mean, sound, hopefully, yes.
Yeah. Everything is kind of moving here. On all the auto mixers are moving. So
it doesn't have music or anything.
no music. No. It's just our beautiful voices.
Our beautiful voices. La 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 la. Turn on the radio.
You can. Why not, right?
La 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 la.
La 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 la.
La 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 la.
Suddenly the eardrum's bleeding. Will he have some horns? Or will it be adding a little bit too much? I mean, he already has a slightly different body shape. He has the mustache, a longer tail. Maybe I will add some more tail to it. A bit more.
I mean, he's gonna have like another like stripes and stuff as another color, right? So
Yeah,
if
I think he
horns
has
are
enough.
the same or similar color, might work.
I kind of want to have him to be a different color though.
Try it out. You can always remove it.
That's true. The browser crashed. Oh no.
Oh no. Well, yeah, we said all the important things.
Yeah, you missed
now.
all of them. We're kind of out of them right now as well.
Yeah.
You have to wait until next stream until we see anything important
There's
again.
no more important news.
No, it's only nonsense
only
at this
rambling.
moment. Yes.
Rambling of two loonies.
Two ramblers.
Two ramblers. They call me the rambler.
But kind of what we were talking about is that we like the mustache and the little goatee that I gave him. It's just that little bit extra.
And if he needs to add horns, and that our stream does have sound, only no music. So that's everything basically. All that was missed.
I think that's all you have missed, yeah. It's difficult to figure out what you missed.
I have to just go back in the stream. Replay.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Do I like this? Maybe. So if we had little something like something over here that would keep it inside. Nope. Autosave. Drink.
Ooh. You made some bandages. It doesn't make us cry, right? It won't make us cry.
If I have an ouchie, I can just use the bandage, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's nice if they're already there on your wrist and your arms, so you can just wipe your tears with them. Your eyes are bleeding. Oh no.
Oh no!
It can't be
Those are the
that
bad
bad.
kind of tears.
Quick, use the bandage.
Yeah. Oh.
Maybe if you already know a solution, that's good. If you don't know, send us a picture. Maybe we can help a bit. Maybe we see what's going wrong.
How is arm? Extra arm, extra arm.
How does it work?
Again, I'll break his arm.
Well, I hope not. For him, all that muscle and it's so easily broken.
I mean, I am basically God to him.
That is
So-
true. You are his creator.
So he better behave.
Let's do that the tail of his in this one. Oh, let me just put that over there. He's a very large, bushy, almost club-like tail, and the ones that I have is currently very slender, maybe a bit shorter as well. And that shape can mostly be done with extra fur and fuzz, right? Instead of just this little duster that he has in the end.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it also needs a little bit more length and thickness to it. So let's just do that. Let's make it a bit longer. There's a floaty bit there, but we can remove that in just a sec.
His wingspan becomes a bit large.
All right, you posted it on Discord. So let me check. Ah, that isn't too bad.
Projected circle randomly ahead.
That works well. It intersects a little bit with the index finger, but otherwise, go for it, man. Keep working on it. I like how it looks. If you want to see how it looks, join the Discord with the link below in the description.
Yeah. Join it. Get in there. Look at the images.
Judge his bandages for us. No,
What don't you like about it?
yeah, it's kind of my question as well. It looks good.
Is it just because it is circles, so if you are looking around it that it doesn't continue, or like
That's easily fixed.
What
though.
is not to like?
That part that you just mentioned is easily fixed, luckily enough. I removed the things, but let Let me just add some Tauruses. One of my favorite primitives. Whoop. And then we have got another one, right? Like it's one on top of the other. It's very similar. Just move them around. Put one on top of the other and make them intersect. Kind of like that. And no one is going to notice that they are not one piece because they would have to move around. Well, they can, but you have to look around it and then kind of follow it around, especially if there are more like they are in your bandages. Kind of do that. And other group, just move that around again, move that around, move this around, that up again, right? It's kind of fake it. You don't have to if you're gonna put more effort into it and actually make one single strand, it's gonna be not difficult, but it's just tedious to do.
Yeah.
If you just fake it like this, you know, not a lot of people will notice.
If I was gonna make a single strand thing, I would probably just remove only, get everything except one poly, delete hidden, and then delete this, delete that. I'll make it double just to make my own life a little easier. Oh, it's that I have this. That part just extrude. Extrude. Whee. And there we go like this. Whee. And then you just have to take more time in placing it. Can't just
look at him go.
Move it like so. I probably have something not masked. And let's say that that's let's say that that is a beautiful rep.
I think it's beautiful.
Perfectly placed and stuff.
Yes.
There's probably some sort of extrude function in Blender as well.
Oh yeah,
right?
Of course. Yeah.
And here I would just apply dynamic subdivisions with a little bit of thickness. So I get a little bit of preview. I will insert 2 edges for the sake of it. Turn this off. Bloop. Insert multiple edge loop. Bloop. Dynamic. And then you would have a little bit of a better trap. And it's like, oh, there's a harder edge here. Just gonna insert another loop. Let me just turn this off again. Put a little loopy here, put a little loopy there, put a little loopy there, put a little loopy there, etc., etc. And then, oh no, it's conforming a little bit better. So it would just basically be working with subdivisions while just pulling around a single face until it has to bend. So that's another way you could do it. That's how I would make a knot, for example, in something.
I would just be lazy
like
and just I would just be lazy and link them just like I showed you. kind of how I tend to do it. It's also how I did the knot for my dwarf as well. Oop, right over here. This guy. Oop, very coarse. That's also just
2 Tauruses.
2 Tauruses that just intersected with each other. Just because the way it's positioned, no one's gonna notice.
Yeah, the way with the donuts and connecting them, you can also do that. I guess it's like strap over here, strap over there, remove the middle bits, bridge, and continue. I guess. But yeah, all of them are more manual than the slicing and just moving them and making it look like.
Yes, for sure.
But
just fake it in CG, right?
Yeah. It really depends on how much of a focus point is it.
Yeah.
In a collectible, yeah, I can see that you want to do it more manual. In a miniature, probably not.
Yeah, that was also kind of my reasoning with the girl in blue that I just showed. I kind of want to be that little extra nice, so you just put that little bit of effort into it and just make it in a single piece.
Yeah. Exactly.
You found an add-on. Just wrapping something. This is not gonna be. That's going to be mine if I use the add-on. Yeah, it's kind of always feels like that as well. You have to put your own sweat and tears into it. I didn't really get far with that thing over there. I'm
thinking of the Diablo 4 presentation that I saw from the ZBrush Summit, where he was showing how he did like clothes and stuff on their model, and he would use the cloth simulation to make sure that the planes don't intersect in the mesh. So if he were to be wrapping, and then he would let it snap inside of the mesh, and then he would use one of the cloth brushes, and then all of the whole mesh would just pop outside of the reference mesh, the body basically. But for Blender, I don't know.
There was a really creative use of that functionality, yeah.
Yeah, everything would be really snug to the body. It was just very nice. And then he would use that dynamic thickness for a good preview.
Yes. The dynamic thickness is also very nice. Blender has the solidify. It's called a function? No, not really. The range bit, right?
Modifier?
Modifier. Yeah, thank you.
Hey, I know Blender. That's just what they're called in Max.
Modifier. It sounds like a good name for it. Yeah, so yeah, just agree that it's called a modifier.
What is it called in Blender?
I think it's also called a modifier.
No, I mean the function thing.
Solidify.
Solidify.
Yeah, it's basically the equivalent of the thickness in dynamic subdivision in ZBrush.
Nice. Ooh. The class is beginning, baby.
Your class.
Well, it's like my course. It's from Rafa Souza. It's starting on the 26th of August. But just got an email with some warm-up exercises and stuff. Like, ooh, creating the male torso.
That's something you can do.
Uh,
You're good at that.
and he's gonna show how he does it and the things he's looking at. So at least I assume. I haven't opened the videos yet, but yeah, exciting.
Good. Nice. More knowledge.
I had actually just asked, sent an email like, hey, is there any like prep work I can or should do, like because I wanna do it well.
Can I start right now? I know it's next month though, but can I start right
It's
now?
not next month; it's the end of the month.
That is true. It's only 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It's cool though. It's exciting.
Yeah.
And it was just also just a nice mail back, or just a general one to all the students.
It was an email back, and then it was like, oh, I just sent this student one out to all the students.
Oh, nice.
Perfect timing then. This is Strange. This is not second well for me. This is not that.
I'm just pushing and pulling vertices right now. It's not a nice shape that I'm making, but just to get an idea if I want to keep this or not. He has this ridge of fur that goes all the way to his tail. Might be nice. Still keep that fur as a theme, but slightly different again.
Yeah, okay.
It is very tenderly now, but let's see if we can fix that. We're just making them a little bit thicker at the base, and a little bit pointier at the top. It's maybe a bit too much. Let's smooth it out. This can be better.
Save and drink.
Very important, especially with this weather. Not completely sure about it. Maybe I've got a couple of them too many. Let's do that and that and that and this one as well. Just polygroup those, and then I will just remove that one. No, I just kind of keep that one. Remove that one and that one. Yeah. Delete hidden.
Let's see. Those Machamp just has normal hands, right? Normal fingers. Yeah. Am I going to make them more clawy?
Is hands or is
Is normal hands,
yeah.
because like these other ones are, they are probably gonna have sort of spiky bit at the end. So am I going to echo that in this other things? I think I should.
Yeah, maybe just give him normal hands, but just
But
some
little
longer
bit
nails to it.
pointy nails, right? Yeah.
Yeah, nothing spectacular, but
Yeah.
because there's already a lot happening around his shoulders, right? So maybe not, have a little something there, but not too much of a.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I wasn't gonna make it like different. They were just gonna be hands, but still like more. It's like a difference between like a Dracula hand and like a Hulk hand, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like this kind of hand from Grassetti. That's very
Ugh,
cool.
creepy.
Versus like a Venom. He also has kind of a claw.
Yeah, just some
Might be
longer
cool.
nails, really. Nothing spectacular.
Just very chunky. Oh, look, the Earth Elemental from Mr. Plouf.
Some big
Papa
fingers.
Plouf. Yeah, it's fucking chunky hands. Such a chunky boy.
Mm-hmm.
Hercules. Classic.
Just normal hands, though.
Over there, torso. I cannot see his hands. The tiny hands. These are long hands.
Yeah, and you can maybe try to either just make it like a sharp nail or more of a talon. So the nail is a lot thicker.
A talon is like a bent nail, or
Yeah, a little bit. But instead of just a flat bit that we have, a lot thicker one that kind of goes outwards ever so slightly.
is
Maybe look
it
at
like
the ones from the Wolverine movie, the older one where Sabretooth is in there. Wolverine Origins, I think. That's the one. The one was very well received. That one.
I don't know.
Yeah, but he has his brother in that movie in there as well, Sabretooth. He has some very ugly fingers. Because Sabretooth doesn't have the knives, the bone claws and the metal claws that Wolverine has, but he has some sharp nails. Like a cat.
The guy playing Sabretooth looks like a nice guy.
Sorry?
The guy playing Sabretooth looks like a friendly guy.
Oh, yeah.
So heads.
Leap Schneider? That's the one, right?
I have a prop. Okay. I see.
Like a bear nail kind of does the same thing, I believe. If I remember my animals correctly. Where, unlike ours, where it's just laying on top of the bone, it's kind of not really becoming part of the bone, but it's just very much more attached compared to ours. Yeah, I kind of like this ridge that I'm making. It's far from where I wanted though, but I'm agreeing with this. I think the last ones should be a lot smaller. struggling with this last bit, but yeah, I think people can kind of see what I'm going for.
Oh yeah.
Just keep it small.
Don't zoom in too much. Yeah.
No. Just keep it small. Yes, that's better. Nice and quiet. Focus mode.
Hands.
Yeah.
Freaking hands.
Of course. There's some very friendly piano jazz in my ears right now. Some nice relaxing. Some noodling and futzing.
I just had some, some silence.
And then I came.
Oh,
God
you
damn it.
ruined everything.
There's that Muppet voice again.
Oh my god, there he goes. Every stream, he just talking.
Keeps yapping.
And then that other guy starts. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Singy, songy, blah. Volley groups.
Dynamash? What?
Excuse me.
There. Okay. I think again I'm getting closer to where I want them to be. I have to figure out how to do this rig properly though, because this kind of looks silly. How I just made it. I have to kind of figure it out. I will.
Silly.
Yeah, it just kind of looks like, a little bit too lumpy. Like it's definitely bits and bits and bits.
I mean, if it's gonna be fur, it's gonna be like.
Yeah, it should be going.
It's not gonna be.
No, it should be going left and right, right?
Probably.
So, yeah, I mean, at least it's the tip. That's
just the tip.
Yeah, just the tip.
Just the tip.
Only that one. But yeah, it needs to be.
Maybe you should do the rest too. Oh, no.
It needs to be better. But that's not for today. Let's undo all of those. And I kind of wanted to give him some claws and heavy quotation marks. Basically similar to what a lot of the Pokemon have. They just have 3 pointy white sharp bits that count as their as talents. So gonna quickly add that in there as well. Might want to. You're not gonna see that anyway because of the fur on his ankles. I was thinking about changing the shape of the leg to something slightly more dragon-like. I mean, I can do that right now, right? Why not?
Yeah.
But it's not saving.
Why is my thing not? Oh. Okay. Yeah, I had a hidden mask. Like, why is it not painting?
Do I like this? I think I do.
What do you?
I'm just wondering if I like the thing that I just did.
You think you do, huh?
No,
You son of a gun.
Just gonna put that back. I mean, it's not perfect what I have over there. Far from it. Just gonna change the shapes. Like, just gonna keep it as it is, but just thin some areas out. Add a little bit more shape to it. Nope. What did it do? There.
Squiggle, 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 squiggle. It's using this squiggly method.
Yes.
And there's squiggle some muscles.
Squiggling on the muscles. Look at him adding all that detail in there.
Squiggle, squiggle, squaggle. Lekker in the waddle. This chest is sticking out.
Yeah, it's quite bulgy.
The left one.
Yeah.
Or his right.
Stage left.
Yeah. Fix that volume.
Wasn't this this left pack too big a couple of minutes ago? Or did you fix that?
What?
I thought this left one was too big. Well, maybe when the mask was being weird, when there was a mask that you didn't see.
Was it too big before?
It isn't now. Now it's the other one too big. So whatever it was, you fixed it.
What I did do over here on this side is I dug deeper over here and had the delts overlap more.
Ah.
So maybe that's what make it look smaller.
Whatever the case, it worked.
Yay! Now it just has to work better.
Even better.
Yes. So, Mr. Kingsley likes to dig out a little U before he puts the rest overhead, like for the protrusion of the bones there and stuff. But I don't know if that's also the case for ultra muscular people.
It becomes its own beast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, normally, yes, you should do something over there. But
I think most of the volume needs to be like in this bottom area. The rest is just like stretching towards it.
yeah. It's trying to keep themselves in one piece.
Yeah.
Oh, don't get any more muscular, please. I'm screaming.
Need more muscles. Otherwise I'm worthless.
No. Don't do it. No.
You think this is a choice?
Yeah, kinda.
Age polish. Let's see if that works.
There's a very rare condition where the muscle doesn't really stop growing. So you always look very muscular, even though you don't do anything.
Steroids.
Yeah, but naturally.
Natural steroids.
Yeah.
And your pee-pee is also a muscle, right?
Is it? I thought it was a sponge.
It was like a weird kind of muscle.
Oh.
I think. I don't know. The two questions.
But apparently, the only documented person who has that, as far as I know, there aren't many because it's incredibly rare. But it's just some kid, and apparently he could like weightlift when he was 3 without a problem. You just hang on things, just climb everywhere.
Nice.
Yeah. And it kind of looks like it doesn't even have any downsides either. It's just always muscular, that kid.
So if he keeps his keeps some motivation up, we can see him in the Olympics.
Maybe, yeah. Or just a especially muscular mathematician, you know. Why
Yeah,
not?
I mean, that's yeah, sure. The teacher everybody swoons over.
But you do your homework.
Yeah. Like a little hidey hole for this sternocleido mustard.
A hidey hole.
Yeah, the gap between the
Oh, and this little
the two collarbones. Like
ah, yep, that one.
sternum, collarbone over here.
Yes.
And the gap in between them is roughly 2 fingers. Try it at home.
Not as enthusiastically as Mike did.
Yeah.
But you'll notice that yourself.
We are not responsible for your actions. Disclaimer.
Yeah, I think I got it. And then
Also a nice guide that I never noticed on the collarbone. It's not useful for this Machamp, but the place where there's the hole between the deltoid and the
little triangle area.
That's also on the other side where the traps attach.
Yeah.
So that's like one big nice flow.
I usually use that as a point for the delta to attach as well. Like it's not 100% there, but it's very close to it. So if you're just gonna pick that point, you're pretty much good.
Just put the traps up there, then yeah, looks nice.
Yeah.
But this Machamp does not have that.
What?
I am going to dig this hole out a little bit deeper.
Kind of wanted to give him that kind of dragon belly, the scales that for instance, Dragonite has, right? And at least Dragonite had those lines in it. But also Charizard and things like that, they kind of have that belly going. Kind of want to do it as well. Kind of maybe makes it look in the end that the orange parts aren't really fur. maybe, or whatever color that area will be, right?
Would be cool.
It's kind of what I figured out over the weekend. Like, oh yeah, maybe that could work.
Yeah.
And again, is that another small feature that differentiates itself from the original.
Yeah, definitely. All the stripes in that original are actually just triangular, like umbro, like diamond shaped.
In the original, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Very
Whee!
wait, let me just pick a black one.
Triangular diamond. Ah.
Like in that direction, and let's go over there. Just follow that one. It's very coarse. It's very coarse, but it kind of follows the rib cage. This one. There's this one over there, and then there are
some
like
butt triangles.
3 on his butt. There, and one over there. Something like that. But I don't want. It needs to have something though. But I don't like the color scheme.
Yeah,
and maybe
too samey.
Yeah, and maybe because the original one has very straight edges, and his hair is also very poofy. And this one is a little more elegant. Maybe those lines will also be a bit more curved, kind of following the shapes of his body a bit more. Probably in the same spots, ish, but yeah, have a bit more elegance to it. Hopefully, in the end. I mean, right now it's way too coarse to poly paint on that, so I'm just not going to. Oop. Next time, though, we'll add some TLC on this guy. We got like 10 minutes left.
Oh, only 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Time flew by again.
Haven't done those nails that I said I would do. You know what? Just steal those teeth. Bit more rounded at the top. Bit wide over there. A little bit janky. But for now, that's fine. Just want to see how it looks.
I was working
that
all the
bullshit.
way in the corner. Like, oops. I was working all the way in the corner over here, the left hand side. I was like, why am I doing this?
So focused on the thing. legs, those feet need some work. That isn't really working as I wanted to. Let's kind of do that. Auto saving. Oof. Still auto saving. Could have drunk twice.
Big boy side.
Hmm. Let's see if we can do that to the back as well. Not, haven't sold myself on this, but who knows how it looks next time that when I open this file.
Like, oh my god, what did I do?
Yeah. Or maybe I'm
My
just
boy! What did I do to my boy?
Oh, I'm just gonna keep it. Who knows?
It's like, oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, that is alright. This isn't as bad as I thought. It's not perfect. Far from it.
But it's a step in the right direction.
Could be a lot worse. Yeah.
Could it?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
The amount of white kind of throws me off. So let's make that a bit more gray. Maybe slightly more yellowish as well. Yeah, that's too much. There. And off-white. That's better.
Actually.
Exactly. I think there's been yet another improvement. Let me just save. I've done that the entire evening.
Oh yeah, I should save as well.
Yeah, it's pretty much time as well. Let me just put them side by side real quick. Or top to bottom.
Top to side.
Put them over there. And then we're gonna load and number 3.
We do the same. And save, indeed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I kind of like it a lot more, especially the tail. The hair flows with it instead of just being a duster at the end. It kind of grows at the end.
Yes, I like
Gradually.
that a lot. It looks really good.
The ridge of hair on his back, I like it, but it needs a lot of work. Not how it is right now. But yeah, I might keep that as well. Just tweak the legs ever so slightly, and then added that belly in there as well. Don't really know how to call that, but let's call it the belly.
The color.
Yeah, and the face as well looks a lot better than again auto saving. Looks a lot better than it did.
Yeah.
Let me just wait until he's done auto saving again. Oh wait, it's because I have the dwarf open, of course.
That's why it's so heavy. Yeah. I improved quite a bit on this body.
Oh yeah.
He's got legs and feet. He's got some sort of fingers. I really need to redo that hand proper. And got some belly muscles.
Some muscles.
And I am changing his back a little bit. Save this side and go back. Oh, didn't save. Put that over here. Something like that. So I am thinking to add like a second traps.
Oh, yeah.
Traps just to fill that, because before it's like tucking under.
Mm-hmm.
But this the connection of things going to the other one felt very strange because of that.
Yeah, it's not a fun thing to make, I imagine.
Wow.
Because the entire anatomy needs to be different.
So just a feeling. But yeah. I like his
Make Andrew proud.
His scribblies. Look at that. Nice scribblies. It started because of this arm. I did a little scribbly over here and over here. I was like, yeah, I should probably do that in the rest. So just
it works.
Guidelines, and then I didn't do it on legs yet. But I have to double check how knees work when they are in this much flexion.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be tricky. Some claw,
pretty square, but still
claw-like feet, right?
He got some little claws on his toes.
Some nubbins.
Some nubbins.
Oh yeah, he only has 2 toes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's perfect. Yeah, he positions his arms. I think they are in quite a solid position. I did change his arm just now, so just one finger that I need to push back. Okay. That can be
just move it up a bit, right?
Yeah. I don't have to change the whole hand for that. So yeah. All in all, not bad. Good sesh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, also I had Onyx had was here at some point.
I like the idea, but yeah, he was too big.
Yeah. It would take attention away if I have the full Onyx head in there. I'm probably gonna cut them a little bit shorter still, like.
Yeah, just bury it and stuff at the end, right?
Yeah. Something like that.
We know.
Yeah.
And maybe some fans of the of Pokemon as well. They would know.
They recognize it.
Could that be? Kind of... Maybe.
Yeah. And maybe if I bury it, I can put some stuff. So I have a little bit extra containment in this.
Yeah.
but we'll see. That's for later. All in all, I like what we did today, bro.
I like it
good.
as well. We did well. Let me just go to nope.
Well. Oh. Turn him around.
Yeah. Just kind of wondering what I should do next, but I think I should start merging things together, like the parts of his body, his arms, and his legs, really, and start defining those shapes a bit more.
Yes.
Work on that fur.
Get an idea of what your maximum amount of detail is going to be.
Yeah, not all that much, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like when you figure out like, oh, this is how far I want to go, now I can do that everywhere.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's it. We're both happy. I hope you've been as well.
Yeah. Happy watch times and stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And we will be back on Tuesday. Next Tuesday. What are we gonna do then?
What will we do then?
Yeah.
It's Tuesday is a challenge day. So
it is a challenge day.
What kind of challenge do you want us to do?
We did a speed sculpt this week, which was really fun. So maybe another swap.
Yeah, we can swap them out.
Yeah. Who knows? Let's find out over the weekend.
Yes.
Anyway, we will be back again on Tuesdays. So see you guys then. Thank you for watching.
Gitras and Old and Almost Bald and Amanda. Thank you for being here with us. And
bye.
Until next time.